So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom wired cloth cape for the SH Figuarts Majin Buu made by my lovely girlfriend. So let's get into it right away and take a closer detailed look at this awesome cape. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and my girlfriend just kills it when it comes to making these capes. I don't even think she realizes how awesome of a job she does when she makes these cloth wired capes, because they just turn out extremely well. So she really is great at what she does. The fabric, it's a really nice fabric. I love the way it feels. It has a nice feel to it, but it is a stretchy material as well. As you can see right there, she did put bendy wire in the top, on the bottom, and then we do get a piece on each side as well, so you can pose it all around, as you can see right there. But it is made out of a really nice cloth material, and she did hide the stitching. As you see, you don't see it on the bottom or the sides and on the top. So I really dig how she was able to do that. I don't even know how she was able to hide the stitching and get all the bendy wire in and everything like that. Like I said, she's really great at making these capes here. And the only thing that is my fault about it, because she asks me to draw up the patterns, I couldn't figure out a way to connect the Majin Buu cape. The only way you really can connect it with this cape here is you stuff it behind the butterfly joints, which I'll show you shortly, but that's the only thing some people might not like. But once you have it in there, it stays on the figure and it's not going to fall off at all, and it does match really well with the purple cape that is already on the Majin Buu figure. It's not perfect, but definitely matches really well, and she always gets some really nice high quality cloth when she goes and picks out the fabric for whichever cape she's going to make, and it just turned out really nice, and it just looks so much better on the Majin Buu figure instead of that hard plastic articulated crappy cape. And I'm going to show you what this looks like on the Majin Buu figure right about now. Alright, so here's the cape on Majin Buu, and like I said, this is just so much better than the cape that Tamashii Nations gave us. And this one here, like I said, the way you connect it, if you want, you could glue it on the bottom of the cape right here if you wanted to. I don't know exactly what type of glue to use. That's something we're still trying to figure out. So for when we make the Superman cape, since his cape is like tucked in right around his collarbone or shoulders right there. But what I did to connect Majin Buu's cape, I pull out his arms, the butterfly joints, as you can see right there, and I bend the top corners inward, and then what I do next is I kind of stuff it behind the butterfly joint. I take like a screwdriver, and then I push a little bit more back there, and I try to push it up a little bit too, and then you just push the butterfly joint back, and it holds the cape really well. It's not going to fall off or anything like that. You could still articulate the arm and not worry about it falling off. So if you want to make sure it's on there securely, it'll definitely be on there securely by tucking it in the back of his butterfly joints right there. As you can see, this one does have the stitching at the top. A few of them do have it, so some people, like I said, will mind stitching, and some people don't mind stitching. And the color does match pretty well. Like I said, it's not perfect, but definitely blends in really well, so that is not an issue there. And like I said, I'm a big fan of cloth capes. I hate the plastic ones. I think they're the worst cape design for a figure. A cloth cape, I feel like, is always the way to go, and this one does look pretty cool on Majin Buu. It's not extremely large. His cape isn't. I kind of went by the size of the cape that came with the figure, so it's not an extremely large cape, which Majin Buu doesn't have like a Batman style cape. But I'm going to show you the measurements next. Now for the measurements of the cape, the length of the bottom part of the cape is almost 8 inches long. Then the side pieces are about 5.5 inches from top to bottom. Then the top piece is about a little less than 4 inches there. So like I said, it's not supposed to be a huge cape, which it shouldn't, because Majin Buu does not have a huge cape. But that is the measurements. let's wrap this review up, shall we? But anyway, that is my review of the custom wired cloth Majin Buu cape made by my girlfriend. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this cape between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an even 9. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this cape, it's going to run you $28, and that is including the shipping, and you can contact me personally either on my Instagram or my Facebook page, which is Daredevil19. I will put all that information in the description below, which it always is in all of my videos. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But stay tuned for pictures next. Now for the measurements of the cape for the blah, 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 blah.